So this is the $600 gaming PC that can run Fortnite at 300 plus frames per second. That's brand new. And you can check out the links in the description if you want to get this gaming PC. Press on that like button, subscribe, and let's make it short and sweet and get into the rest of the games. We got Valorant at 1080p competitive settings too, and you'll have over 500 frames per second. Call of Duty Warzone, and you will have around 100 FPS to 120 FPS at 1080p performance settings again. And the last but not least being Cyberpunk at 1080p ultra settings, you will have around 60 frames per second. So the CPU, which is the most important thing for this PC, the Ryzen 5 7500F, and I love this CPU. This is the best value for money CPU of 2024. It goes for $160 on AliExpress, and it performs like a champ. Compared to something like our i5 3600K, you'll have really compatible performance or great performance. You got a future upgrade path to a 7800X3D and what's next to that, and it can handle all the way up to an RTX 4070 Super or even a TI Super GPU. Now when it comes to the GPU that we're pairing this CPU with, we got two options. We got the RTX 3050 6GB if you want the peace of mind, but if you want the ultimate performance, you have to go with the RX 6600M on Amazon right now for $185, and you are looking at around double the performance in a lot of games. This one is really comparable to an RTX 3060 in terms of performance. So this GPU is pretty power efficient from AMD, and you can even get it cheaper for AliExpress for around $160. But if you want an Nvidia GPU, you can get the RTX 2060 Super from AliExpress too, which performs the same. That will give you the ray tracing features. Now when it comes to the rest of the build, we have the motherboard being the Gigabyte B650-DH3P, and the reason why it would be 650 because it's got really good upgrade path. It will handle the next gen Ryzen CPUs, and you can overclock the CPU and actually tune the RAM pretty perfectly. The RAM, we're looking at 16 gigs of DDR5 4800 MHz RAM, because actually RAM prices is pretty crazy on DDR5, so we had to cheap out there, but that doesn't mean that 16 gigs is bad. It's actually pretty okay to go with 16 gigs as of now. And the SSD, we are going with a 512GB M.2 SSD Gen 4, of course. Now if prices actually went up at the time of making this video, you can bump down to Gen 3 in order to get better, price for value. And the case, we're looking at the Cooler Master Q300L being the cheapest case you can get right now, and it looks really good for the actually money you're paying at. You're only paying $40, so it's a pretty good case, and I think it will get the job done. The power supply, we're looking at the Aries Game 500 watt 80 plus bronze. It goes for $40. The PC itself will not consume over 200 watts, so 500 watts is actually more than enough, and you are getting really great performance for 1080p high FPS or 1080p gaming in general. And that's been it. If you like that video, press on that like button. If you want to see more videos of that kind, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.